Hey everyone, Combo here, back with another Empires and Puzzles video, and today we are in the second round of Rush War. We are going up against the Redeemed ones. I actually know this alliance pretty well. I actually visited them once and chat with them pretty often on the line group, so good luck to you all, but not too much luck. We have a pretty close war right now. They are up a little bit right now on us. They've got 3803 with 68 flags left, and we've got 3417 with 70 flags left, so we've only got a 2 flag advantage, and we're down a little less than 400 points, so we've definitely got to make up some ground this second half of the war. For my defense this time, I don't think that I changed it from last time. Yeah, no, I didn't. I have Bernadette at tank. I've got Astrid on the left wing, Sung Jing on left flank, Lime Boyer on the right flank, and Tamlin on the right wing. It worked pretty well for me last war, hoping I get some stops in the end of this war. But without further ado, let's get into my 6 war flags. And I did not mention that they've actually got 21 Bernadette tanks, so I am actually going to be going up against all Bernadette tanks more than likely. We've only got 12 Bernadette tanks on our defense, so hoping that we can overcome that differential. But with this first flag, we're going to go up against a Bernadette tank. They've also got Ixen, Gideon, Heigl, and Hreidmar. I've got 4 different colors of counters on this team, with Sung Jing and the silencing, Sludges with the dancing effect, Von Rothbart with his dancing effect, and then I've got Damon, who makes it so one enemy cannot cast any status effects for 3 turns on any allies or enemies. I do need to be careful with Gideon because Gideon does safely cleanse all ailments from all allies, but other than that, they don't have any cleansers. So let's see how this first flag goes. All right, so 6 yellows, 6 reds, or 6 blues. It looks like we've got yellows and reds that we can definitely get. I'm going to start off with the 3 reds on the top. That should not set any cascades off. If anything, it might only set off a cascade of reds, which would help me out. So let's start with that. Okay. Not bad. Now, the safe move would be to place the 3 reds up against Hreidmar. Is going to activate him quicker. Or I could do the 3 reds horizontally. It does set 1 tile against Bernadette, which is not the end of the world, but it does create a possibility for a cascade. I'd really need like 2 yellows on the bottom. And I think I should be okay, even if we do get 1 cascade. If there's nothing else crazy happening, yeah. Okay. So now let's use Damon on Bernadette. That makes it so that she cannot cast any status effects for 3 turns. And then I want to get my blues going. So let's match the 3 blues on the bottom left first. And then I'm going to match these 3 yellows, which will set off, or rather make it so I can match 3 more blues the next turn. Bernadette's going to go off. Her damage will happen, but the paintings will not. All right, now let's match 3 more blues so that I can get Sung Jing and Hogni. Now, I think I want to use them on the left side over here. Or do I want to match? Yeah, I'd rather Ixen not go off with that extra damage. So let's use Sung Jing over here. Silence the 3 on the left. And let's attack those 3. This will kill Bernadette. Now, I'm going to want to heal over the next few turns. I can definitely get Sludges. Let's match the 3 yellows. And how much is the Arctic Core damage up to? Probably not too much. 211. So not too much. But let's match the 4 yellows up against Ixen. It's going to give me Sludges. So let's use Sludges. Now, wouldn't mind getting Von Rothbart going. We've got quite a few purple tiles, so let's match the 3 purples vertically up against Gideon. Nice. We've got more purples we can match. Let's match the 3 purples this way. That's going to give me Von Rothbart and then some yellow tiles as a cascade. Hreidmar's going off. Maybe we'll get some dodges. And and either got none or no effect from it. That's unfortunate. Alright, let's use... Holding off on Von Rothbart. Let's match the 3 reds up top, and then I can match some yellows next turn and get sludges so I can heal. I think... What's his name? Von Rothbart's going to kill either of them, which is why I didn't use him last turn. Actually, he might not have killed Gideon, and the dancing may have spread over to Ixen. That probably would have been smarter. But let's use Von Rothbart on Ixen. And then let's match these 3 yellows so I can heal with Sludges. Oof. The mana steal from Hridemar is unfortunate. Let's hit the yellow dragon, I think. Nice cascade with blues. Don't set off Heigl. And Hridemar's already going off. Don't kill Sungjin, please. That was close. Alright, let's use Sludges. I'm going to hold off on Sungjin because of the dodge that they have. I'm going to try to get Daemon activated first. Heigl's going to be going off too. We might as well get the dancing for Von Rothbart. Heigl has a never misses his target, so he's never going to miss that, and Hogni is dead. Let's use Daemon on Gideon. Now let's use Von Rothbart on Gideon. Now let's use Song Jiang over there. I know he hits 3, but with the dodge effect that the other 2 have, I feel better about trying to kill off Gideon. And we got some nice cascades. Let's match these yellows over here. I'm holding on to Song Jiang because I'm going to try to pair him and Daemon again together like I did before with Dispelling. And then hopefully he's still alive. Oof. Daemon is about to die. We're going to try this, though. Please do not hit Daemon. Whew, okay. Let's do this to Heigl now, since he's about to go off. Let's use Daemon first. And then I'm going to use Sung Jiang to silence him. Let's ghost these 3 purples. That's going to give me Von Rothbart. And I can use Von Rothbart on Hridemar. Let's ghost these blues over here, and we might be in okay shape. I'm going to hold on to Song Jiang for a moment. Don't really have anything good to ghost on the left side. Let's match these 3 reds. Really don't want to use Song Jiang until the dancing wears off. That way I can silence them. Let's ghost these 3 purples, though. That's going to give me Von Rothbart again. Alright, let's use Song Jiang first. And they're both dead. Awesome. Alright, started this war off nicely, 1 for 1. With my second flag, we're going to bring 4 colors of counters against Bernadette again. I've got Bernadette herself, Glusmer, who does the same thing as Daemon, except he does a couple other things, like stealing a Mega Minion if they have one. He does higher damage. I think it's like 600% or something like that. 600% even, yeah. And then target cannot cast any new status effects for 3 turns, and the target gets the Devouring Goo for 3 turns also. And then I've got Starlass, who makes it so when mana is full for 3 enemies, they get damage and reduce their mana. Medea for her Shifting Miles attack, and then Grimsteel for my healer and for the attack and defense growth. Let's see how the second flag goes. And it looks like I'm going to be able to get my 6 reds needed with the tiles on the bottom. Hopefully there's no blue that comes up, and then the tiles on the right. Let's just take a look at everything else. I could also do purples, but if I do purples, there's cascading with those yellows that I am not going to want. Although I could just match the 3 purples right away up top And the only cascade that should happen is the purples and then the reds. I think I might do that. Yeah, so I can get my 6 purples in one turn. And I don't think there's really any cascading that could happen except if there's a red in the very middle. We're going to try that. Nothing else, please. There's the green. Nothing else, please. Oh, no. Nothing more, please. Stop. Thank you. Whew. All right. Let's use Medea on Bernadette, and then I'm going to match these 3 reds right in the middle, which is going to... Oh, my Bernadette has Moth Dust, of course, out of all of my 5 heroes. That's the only one with Moth Dust. All right, well, we can do this and then match the 3 blues to get Glusmer. Unfortunately, Eggthau is going to be going off. Oh, it shifted over to Eggthau. Wow. All right, I'll take that. I think I want to match the 3 blues. Or I've got greens I can match to get Starlass. That looks like the safer move. For cascading. Yeah, let's do that. Cool. Now, I'm going to use... I know Hreidmar has a counterattack, but I'm going to use Starlass on the 3 on the left. Since Mordowitch has the Shifting Violence attack. And the mana is more full for the other 2 on the left than Eggthau. Now, I need to get Bernadette going. Let's match the 3 yellows here so I can match the reds next turn. Actually, we're going to have a red diamond I can match. That's awesome. Let's match that. Let's use Bernadette. Turn everybody into paintings. And I'm going to match the 3 blues now so that I can get Grimsteel to heal and get Glusmer. And they literally haven't cast any specials at all this battle yet, which is one of the reasons I like to bring up 4 different colors of mana control counters to these types of battles. I'm going to hold on to Glusmer since I don't need to use him. Let's hit the red diamond now so that I can get Bernadette back. She has Moth Dust, but I think I should still be okay. Perfect. I'm going to hold on to Bernadette. I don't need to use her yet. Let's match these 4 greens so that I can get Starlass back. Let's match the 3 purples against Bernie to force her to cast the Shifting Violence attack to somebody else. It went to herself, but she missed because she was blinded. All right, now let's use some specials. I'm going to use Bernadette first, since she gives extra damage to everybody. Then I'm going to use Starlass on the 3 on the left. Let's use Glusmer to kill off Astrid, and then I'm going to use Medea on the 2 on the right. Let's match this 3 set of greens, and I think that should give me Grimsteel also, so I can heal. Perfect. Let's use Grimsteel, Starlass, and then Mordowitch is just about dead. Let's just throw some blue tiles up against her, and that should kill her. Awesome. All right, we are 2 for 2 so far. With my 3rd flag, we've really only got 1 counter with Revna and Yukonin as a combination, because Revna makes it so that ailments get reflected. Yukonin makes it so that him and nearby allies cannot have their buffs dispelled, so that will work for him, Revenant, and Bonzo, and then Richard and Magni being toons will have a 75% chance to not have their buffs dispelled anyway, so all 5 will have a chance to reflect, 3 definite, and then Richard and Magni a 75% chance to reflect back. So if I can get 6 reds, that's great. If I can get 6 blues, then the combination between Richard and Magni with the blue tiles, and then the fact that they do extra damage to red will definitely kill Bernadette, and then I've got Bonzo to change the order of everybody in case if I need that. So let's see how this third flag goes. All right, not a good board to start, unfortunately. We're gonna have to see if we can get lucky. I'm gonna start off with the 3 greens on the left, see if I can get a red somewhere over there. On the bottom, no red. Let's try the 3 purples on the right. All right, we got some blues. I think I'm going to have to accept the fact that Bernadette is probably going to go off before I get any specials off. Hopefully Magni and Richard can resist the painting. And then I can get their specials and kill her after Astrid goes off, ideally. I'm going to match the 3 yellows to set off a cascade of the blues, rather than matching the 4 blues. Because ideally I'd like that blue dragon to try to be on the right side so I can hit it together with the other blue. And it did work that way. Bernadette's going to go off, but at least I'll get my blue specials by just hitting that blue dragon. Please do not turn them into paintings. Of course, Magni did get turned. All right. Yukonin did not, though, because I have a monk troop on him, and he has a 10% chance to not get his... Who's Majigga? His, he resists ailments. Has a 10% chance. That was a lot of damage. All right. Let's see what kind of damage we can do to Bernadette with... Actually, I want Astrid to go off first. And this sucks. I don't want tiles to go off against Ixen. You know, let's use Magni first at least. That way if he dies from Ixen going off, then I'll be okay. Let's match the 3 reds up against Ixen, I think. Alright, at least we can get Yukonin off, which gives attack down to everybody. Let's fire Revna. Maybe she can come out of the painting. Cool. Now... let's match the 3 yellows over here on the right. Let Astra go off, and then let's use Richard, although she's going to get healed, obviously. Magni revived, okay. Please do not turn that damage to 1. Thank you. I've got attack down as a wither from Ixen. That's not ideal. Alright. Magni's dead. Yeah, this is not looking good. We're just going to try and do as much damage to Bernadette as possible. Give me another blue in the middle. All right. Please resist, Richard. Thank you. Let's match the 3 blues here. Do not set off Ixen again. Don't set off Birney again. Ugh. It's going to kill Bonzo, and that means Heigl's probably... and Richard got turned into a painting anyway. He's dead. All right. Well, that didn't go well. On to the next battle. With my 4th flag, we've got 3 colors of counters for Bernadette with Guardian Gazelle with the dancing, Lord Loki to copy her special, and then Medea for the shifting miles attack. I do need to be careful about making sure I don't copy Bernadette with Loki if she has the miles attack from Medea, because then I'll copy the miles attack, actually. And then I've got Glass Sartana and Glass Domitia in here to reflect Bernadette if she happens to go off before any of my other specials. Let's see how this 4th flag goes. We've got a purple diamond, which is always a trap, I feel like, because of the potential cascades that happen. Although, this one doesn't seem so bad, actually. If I hit the purple, or match the purple diamond, and then there's only 2 purple tiles that would go up against Bernadette after. And I don't really have any great options for blues or yellows. So I am going to match the purple diamond. I normally don't. I'm really hoping I don't get a green on the left side. And of course we got multiple greens. That's not cool. So I can hit the purple diamond. It's 3 tiles against Bernadette. And it's going to set a cascade of blues underneath. God damn it. Ugh. Trying to see if there's any other options here. I've got the 3 yellows all the way on the right, but that's going to just set a cascade with that purple diamond, which at least the mana will be less that she gains, but there's going to be a cascade of blues that happen directly underneath it. Although if I get a blue on the bottom right, then it'll only be 1 tile. I think that's probably my best move. Only other options are the blues in the middle, which is not going to do me any good. And of course that did set her off, yeah. Alright, please reflect it back. One of you, Domitia or Sartana. Both of you reflected. Awesome, okay. Now, I'm going to use the 2 of them on the right over here, I think, against Exile. I'm wondering if this is going to be enough to kill him. It's going to be close. Perfect, okay. 1 enemy dead. Now, let's use Medea on Bernadette. Please come out of the painting. Thank you. Let's match the 3 purples on the right over here. Mars about to go off, which is not ideal. Let's match the yellows and blues over here on the right. I really need some more purples. How much health does she have left? 690. That attack from Guardian Gazelle is not going to kill her, and I think I need to try to wait out the 3 turns so that I can heal with her. I really need some more purples. Give me a blue on the bottom right. Oh, this is going to kill Loki and maybe Gazelle. Oh god, that was a lot of damage. This battle was going okay. And now it's not. Alright, well at least we left an easier clean for whoever attacks that next. But now we're 2 for 4. Alright, we're going to go back to a team that I've got 4 different colors of counters for Bernadette, so I'm feeling a little bit more confident about this one. I've got Loki to copy her special, Salnus, who silences 1 and then attacks another random enemy to give 50% more damage. Quintus, who gives mindless attack to 3, Ceres for his silencing, and then Astrid is going to be my healer and reviver. They've also got Glass, Isarnia, they've got Gurik, they've got Song Jiang, and they've got Medea as well. This is going to be a tough team. Let's see how this 5th flag goes. Alright, looks like we can get our greens to start. I'm going to try not to match any tiles up against Bernadette if possible. Let's start off with the 3 greens up against Gurik. And then let's match the 3 greens on the right up against Medea. What am I doing? I have Salnus. I am so annoyed with myself. I thought I had Starlast for some reason. Alright, well, we should maybe still be okay. Let's match the 3 yellows on the bottom here. Of course, we got a Cascade. No more Cascades, please. Now let's match the 3 purples on the right. I think. I can match the 3 yellows up against Gurik. If I match the 3 purples against Medea and she hits Quintus, then I'm screwed. Which is a 20% chance. Whereas if I match the 3 yellows up against Gurik, there's no obvious cascading options at all, actually. I think I'll be okay. I think that's actually the safer play. Thank you. Oof. Alright, let's use Astrid. Use Salnus on Medea. Or rather on Bernadette. Oof. Alright, I can't believe I got out of that with the fact that I screwed up the fact that I thought I had Starlast and not Salnus. Very annoyed with that. Anyway. I am gonna match the 4 blues up top now. Nice cascade with the purples. Alright, that's okay to hit Salnus with that. Let's use Quintus on the 3 on the right, I think, or yeah. And then I'd like to get Loki off. Actually, that was kind of dumb, actually. Because Bernadette is silenced for how many more turns? 2 more turns, okay. Let's match the 3 greens so that I can match some blues next turn. To get Loki. Hopefully he's not dead from Sarnia. Oof, that was really close. Let's match the 3 yellows up the middle. And Bernadette cast the shifting on herself. God damn it. How many more turns is they all... Oh, she has the mouse attack maybe from Quintus also. No, yeah, 1 more turn. Alright, I might be able to kill Bernadette if I copy this special. Or do I want to just copy Gurik? I think that's what I want to do, actually. Since I've got so many people that are about to die. Yeah. That could actually work out great. Now, since Gurik's about to go off anyway, let's match some tiles up against him. And one of my allies is reborn. Let's match the 3 reds on the bottom left so that I can get Ceres. Loki's reborn. Let's use Ceres on... This should hit everybody. Hopefully it doesn't kill anybody so that they get reborn. Let's match the 3 yellows so that I can heal the proper way. Let's heal with Astrid. If I somehow come out of this battle with a win, I feel like it's going to be a miracle. I'm going to hold on to Salamis' special. Let's match the 3 greens, I think, to set off a cascade of the purples. Actually, it's going to be better to match the purples without the 4 match so I can get Quintus easier. Oh, that was a blow. How many more turns is he in slime for? 1 more turn, okay. Let's match the 3 blues up against Gurik. Everybody stay alive. Okay, now let's copy Bernadette's special with Loki. Cool. Now, let's use Salamis on Sung Jiang or Medea. Bernadette and Sung Jiang are both dead. Cool. Trying to get some yellow tiles to go so I can get Astrid. Running out of time here too. Alright, everybody's about to go off, so let's, really was trying to ghost some tiles. Please do not kill Astrid. Medea, hit Salnus if she's still alive. It's gonna be my only chance. Of course she hit Astrid, okay. Well, this battle's probably gonna be over. Maybe I can get one more hit from Salnus, just kidding. Alright, well at least we left an easier clean for somebody. I was hoping to come out with a win for that. With my last flag, we're going to bring an all-tune and glass team against this Bernadette tank. They've also got Astrid, Toxicandra, Thrivaldi, and Sable. I've got 2 glass costumes in here with Leonidas and Aslar to try to reflect the painting back to Bernadette, and then I've got 3 tunes to have that 75% chance to resist. And this will also work against the Arctic Core for Thrivaldi too, which will be nice. So let's see how this last flag goes. Alright, not a terrible board, not great, though. I'm going to start off with the 3 purple so that I can match 4 reds next turn. And let's match those 4 reds, and I'll be able to match more reds next turn, and actually a red diamond. Let's take that. Please reflect back. Actually, it doesn't really matter if you're going to die anyway. Of course, Vivica. And Leonidas got turned. Okay. I want to take care of the 3 on the left over here first. Let's use all of our red specials. I'm going to use... I don't think it really matters who I use first. Yeah. Let's use the level 80 Aslar first, and then level 90, and then Kagan over here on the left. This should kill Toxicandra at least. I'm hoping for Astrid too, but probably not. But this does make it so that I can just hit that red diamond and get my red specials back right away. Cool. Don't activate Astrid. Thank you. Wow, okay. Now, let's use Aslar first, the 81, and then my level 90. The reason I do that is because the burn damage is higher on the level 91. Ugh, I really need to kill Astrid. What's the burn damage on... Actually, let's see if... What does she have for health left? 268, and Sable has a little bit more. Let's see if just the painting specials might work. I'll use Leonidas since his attack stats are only 82. God damn. Wow. Yeah, we gotta use Kagan on Astrid. It's kind of a waste, but I think it still will be okay. And then let's try using this one over here on Sable. Only 60 damage. Cool. Alright, well, let's match these 3 blues in the bottom left so I can match the 3 reds next turn to get my red specials back, and Sable is gonna go off. She's only gonna revive 1, but it's still annoying. I think we should still be okay though. And now we've got our yellow specials to heal. Cool. Let's use Vivica to heal. And then I'm gonna hold on to my specials in case if what's his name gets, or what's her name, Bernadette gets revived. Although I might hit Thrivaldi next turn with Leonidas. Actually, I can just ghost 3 red tiles. Yeah, let's use Kagan. And then the stronger Aslar, and then... Oh my god, that didn't kill him. Alright, it didn't matter anyway, because we're going to ghost 3 red tiles to get my red specials back. And... let's ghost the 3 yellows, I guess. Alright, Toxicandra got revived, that's fine. We should be able to kill everybody right now. Let's use 80 Aslar, 90 Aslar. Not enough to kill Sable. Let's use... Actually, it was. Just kidding. And Kagan to finish off the job. Cool. All right, that battle went pretty smooth, and we are now 3 for 6 to end the war. At least we finished off strong. Right now, they've got 45-15 with 50 flags left. We've got 41-81 with 45 flags left. So this is going to be a tough one for us to come back from. 21 Bernadette tanks in Rush War is a little more than we're equipped to handle. I mean, most alliances can't handle 21 Bernadette tanks. But you never know. Maybe we can take a turn and get this board flipped and work on the next flip. I went 6 for 6 last Rush War, but I only had to go up against 3 Bernadette tanks because the other alliance only had 8, and went 3 for 6 today. Let me know how your Rush Attack War went, but that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy or found it helpful. If you did, hit that like button. Make sure you're sub to my channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.